What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? Phil Nagy on Sports joining you here this morning, Christmas Eve morning. Hope you are doing well. If you and your family celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas Eve to you. Appreciate you joining me here. It's been a few days. Had a chance to kind of digest from what we saw this weekend in person at the Browns and Bills game. So that was a lot of fun. Appreciate you being on with me again. Thanks so much to all of my subscribers. We're going to continue on in our mock draft video series, just taking 10 or so minutes of your time, of your day here this morning. Thanks to the wonderful generosity of you, the fans, and the fact that you guys keep watching and liking videos and stuff. Every 5 to 6 months, YouTube will send me a check, which I am extremely grateful for. So I thought it would be fun to use that check, this one that just showed up last week, to pay for a PFF subscription. So here's where I'm at with the full version of PFF. So I'll be able to click on different guys' stats and some different things like that. Something hopefully a tool that we'll be able to use as we dig into the offseason and try to figure out what's best for these Browns. So let's do a mock draft. You can see the order has been updated. We will be picking 3rd and 27th if all else changes. So my biggest fear of them having to bundle picks to get up may be avoided again if they've decided, whoever's in charge, whether that's Andrew Berry or not, if they want to go quarterback again. So without further ado, here we go. PFF, we're taking the Browns, 7 rounds, not super duper fast, so that you can sort of see them happen. I don't think at this point we're going to be trading up. From 3. I think there'd be way too many good players, and in fact, I would say the likelihood of trading down is probably more there. So let's see what we got. Ruben Bain and Fernando Mendoza 1-2. So we got both the Buckeyes on the board. Dante Moore is on the board. Actually, all 3 of the Buckeyes, if you count Carnell Tate as well. Jordan Tyson, if you want to go there. So the opportunity to go with the quarterback is there. We have yet to do one per se where we've done that. Let's see. We've got 5 people interested in trades. The earliest of them is the Bengals at number 9. I'm worried if we go all the way down to 9, we will lose out on the 2 top receiver prospects. So I don't love that pick for us. So we're going to stay at the spot. Again, Dante Moore, look at this PFF grade of 2025. Just absolutely insanely good at a 92.1. Good in the big games. There's the Penn State game, Minnesota, Southern Cal, Washington down the stretch. He was extremely good. His passing grade is good. His deep ball grade is a 98.9. I mean, that's about as good as it gets. Again, the kid is 6'3", 206. He's going to be 20 years old when he gets drafted, so it would be a very, very young player. Certainly somebody you'd grow about, but again, it would mean the end of the Shedeur experience. So that's going to be really, really tempting for whoever's in charge. But I think so far, and you know what? And I'm going to do it. Why not? We're going to do it. I just talked myself into it. His PFF grade, now that I know what the PFF grades are, has talked me into it. So we're doing we're restarting the team. Sorry, Shedeur, you're probably going to have to get traded for a 7th round pick because I don't believe that you have the ability to be a backup. All right. We've got Caden Proctor available. He had an 84 this year. There's a zone blocking grade if they're going to stick with a zone kind of scheme. Lomo, a little bit less good grades, but maybe a slightly better pass blocker. And then the best guard in the draft with Vega Ione. I think for them, maybe Dewan can re-sign for cheap, go back to the right side. Caden Proctor, he's a little bit of a project. I know we're a little bit nervous because of Jed Wills, but he's been a left tackle the whole time. The kid is 6'7", 366, and you've seen him. They run like screen passes to him. He's just an extremely physical prospect. Hopefully well, I guess it depends on who's the coaches. I say hopefully Bill Callahan comes back, but I don't know if Kevin Stefanski's here if he's not. Good morning to you, and hi Alex as well. So I'm going to go with Caden Proctor here. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. So again, the draft class happening on the left. Ooh, almost were able to get Lomo as well. In this one. All right, so now we're into the 2nd round. So now we can go a couple of different ways. Again, Chris Bell would have been a 1st round pick. You can see his 81 grade at a very nice grade this year. Grade versus man coverage is very good. 6'2", 220, but he tore his ACL in November. So I don't know how quickly he'll be ready. Ian Strong, love skill players from Rutgers. Don't tell that to Isaiah Pacheco, I guess. And then Elijah Surratt, probably the most obvious one. Very, very good over his consistency there. Has been a very good, just 3 drops all of this season. Big-bodied, 6'2", 213. And we have not taken a receiver yet. So I really, really think we need to do that here. And so we're going to take Elijah Surratt with this pick here. All right, you can see them again scrolling over on the left side. If there's a specific player that you happen to be looking for, they might be getting drafted. There's Austin Serafeld to the Philadelphia Eagles. So you feel good about that for him because they usually draft good players. Here we go at pick number 67. We've got a couple more playmakers top of the board. Again, we've gone Chris Brazzell a couple of other times as well. The kid's 6'5", 200 pounds, runs well. Got several trades options coming in. We could also go with another receiver, a tight end, another tackle if we wanted to go offensive line. There's Carter Smith that we've liked in the past. Our next pick is 103, so he's probably going to be gone if we wanted to go that. His teammate Omar Cooper if we wanted to load up on players from, and then what's Jacoby Lane? He's had a very good season this year. Who drop rate pretty high though, 6'4", 200 pounds. I do like the big receivers. All right, we're gonna go Chris Brazzell here. Don't overthink it, Phil. Just take the best player available on your board at a position of need for sure for your young quarterback, Dante Moore. Remember, we took Dante Moore at the beginning of this mock draft. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to all of my subscribers. You guys are the very best. If you like these kinds of videos, please go ahead and give it the old thumbs up. And again, if you missed, there's Rodriguez. I was going to say, we're going to be right in Jacob Rodriguez area. 93 this year with PFF. Just a very, very good good player, hard-nosed player. We've talked about him plenty of other times. And excited about the opportunity to bring a gutty guy like that next to Schlesinger, and if JOK can come back, even better. Just feels like a Cleveland Browns player. Yeah, Sammy Buckets is back for sure. I would say if I do the Browns game tonight, it'll be tonight, probably like 8 o'clock after all of the festivities are over. Otherwise, I'm not going to mess with tomorrow. I'm going to, I would wait till Friday, Alex. But I'll try to let you know for sure. All right, we got a back-to-back here. This one's from Vegas. This is our 5th rounders now. They've moved around a little bit. And we've lost a 5th rounder? Is that what happened here? Yeah, I guess we must have lost a 5th rounder. I'm not sure what that happened. Something from a trade. So we've got back-to-back picks. So we can take 2 guys here that we really like. Man, I've talked about... I feel like I'm starting to overdraft a couple guys who I really like, but Mark Fletcher is one of them. His grade this year. His rushing grade is really good. Again, you saw him, the best competition. He had a really, really good day against Texas A&M, arguably the best team that they'd played this season. And he's just a big, again, 6'2", like 205, just a big physical back. And yeah, there you go, all of his different things. He's peaking recently, as I have to figure out how to use all of this PFF stuff that I've gotten into. So he's definitely an option to take there. Don't need another linebacker. Davison Igbinosun. I do want some depth at corner, but I also need some more offensive line. So very quickly, let's take a quick look at the guards. Don't feel like reaching for any of those guys just yet. The tackles, you got Judd Bowery, 6'5", 311, so somebody you could move into guard if you needed to do so. And then finally, let me look quickly at my running backs there. Yeah, there's Mark Fletcher right there. And then also tight end is a position that I'm looking to get into. Probably a little early for Delp. His teammate Lawson Lucky's actually a higher rated draft prospect than he is. 6'4", 240. There's Miles Kittlesman from Tennessee as well. Interesting. So we can go a lot of different places with this pick. Which is kind of curious. But I'm going to go ahead. Actually, what's Justin Haynes' size? 5'10", 210. I'm not sure I'm ready to go that. And I like Kenyatta Jackson. You know I like drafting Buckeyes, but I'm going to stick with Mark Fletcher for the first one. And then on the second one, I am going to take let's do it with the top cornerback left on the board, and that's going to be Jalen Kilgore, assuming he's not super short. No, 6'1", 211. That's big enough for me. I will take him at 6'4", 211, Jalen Kilgore. So we go with running back and depth corner. Again, not sure what MJ Emerson's going to do. You do have Tyson Campbell and Denzel Ward, which is a great place to start. Miles Harden's played better in the slot for sure, but having to move to the outside in lieu of Ward's injury recently has not been as strong for him. So 3 picks left. Number 216 coming up. We got a big gap here. Again, appreciate you guys being on with me. My name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. Usually we're simming sporting events. I did just go ahead and get NBA 2K26 locked in, so we should be able to do some Cavs sims over this winter break as well. Start to get ourselves back in that realm. Okay, I think this one's pretty obvious. We're going to go with Parker Brailsford. He is a center. Again, was very, very good as a freshman. Then, of course, the change, 6'2", 290. Still got some room to grow. Again, anytime you can start at a place like Alabama, I think you're good enough for me. Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of like 2 directions, Alex, right? It's like option 1 is you stay. Actually, why is Lalulu all the way up here? He's been very good. He's gone early in some people's boards and can slide over to guard easily, so we're going to take him. It's sort of like 2, the Robert Frost poem, A Fork in the Road here. I'll go ahead and make my final pick. I like Jalen Catalon a lot. He's had a pretty good grade. 5'10", 200 pounds, potentially a guy to play some special teams. I just like size, physicality. 5'11", 180 for a DB is not big enough. Let's check out this safety. 6', 201, Peyton Bowen. Any of these other guys jumping off the page at me? How about a tackle from Wisconsin? It's gone for us 6'8", 311. It's gone for us well in the past. We're going to go with Riley Mahlman. Plus his name is Mahlman, which, how do you go with that? All right, let's check out the grade, and then I'll finish my comment for you, Alex, there. Analyzing our draft grade. Great draft. That's a good-looking draft. No suggestions available for this draft. Okay. Mark Fletcher's pick was an F, so apparently we overreached on him. A- for the overall grade, A+ for the top couple of picks, Surratt, Brazel, Rodriguez. Apparently they wanted us to reach. I guess it's because we picked him 11 spots before his big board. Is that what it is, Jason? What you get, the big board? I don't know. I don't know how it works. Anyway, let me make sure I can see all of the picks there. Yes, there you can see. There's our pick. So we did no trades this particular time. We're resetting with the quarterback. So let me finish my thought there quickly, Alex, and then we'll get you out of here. It really is sort of the Robert Frost poem. I was at the fork in the road, and I took the road less traveled. So much of it is going to be dependent on front office, and so much of it is going to be dependent on head coach. And so option 1 is you feel like you've seen enough of Shedeur. Financially, that's the best thing for you, is for you to have a 5th-round quarterback for 4 years, because that's all you're really going to be able to afford for 2 more years until Watson goes away, financially speaking. And so that's option 1, in which case you roll with him, you do your best to try to flip the offense as quickly as possible, whether that's schematically with new coaches, whether that's new personnel like we've done here in this draft. You can see we've got another running back, we've got 2 interior linemen, we've got 2 exterior linemen, and 2 receivers to go along with a quarterback, of course, in this one. So you would not take Dante Moore 3rd. You would take the best tackle, or you'd take a Carnell Tate or a Jordan Tyson or something there. So that's kind of option 1, is you roll with Shedeur and you just build around him as best you can. Hope your defense can stay healthy-ish and not get super old super fast. Because even if they're not quite as dominant as they've been, if you have a good offense, it would be in a better situation. Option 2, and again, this is probably more likely if there's a new front office or a new head coach, which is that you hit the reset button again at the quarterback position, and that's what a mock draft like this would do. You're flipping your offense, but you're also resetting at the quarterback position. And as we've talked about, I don't think, for the PR reasons alone, that you want Shedeur Sanders to be your backup quarterback. That's why they drafted Dylan Gabriel. They want him to be the backup for a decade. Keep his head down, say all the right things, be a good locker room guy, and then my dog is barking at me, and then come in if you need a game or 2 and not turn the ball over a bunch. Why they drafted him 2 rounds ahead of Shedeur still remains a giant mystery. So anyway, I think that's certainly one plan here. I will call it option B, which is to flip the quarterback and make a go at it. I contend that they should build up pieces around Shedeur. I'm still on option A for right now, but again, I'm a Stefanski guy. I'm an Andrew Berry guy, and if nothing else, I think that Andrew Berry, as punishment for any other sins he may have committed, should have to sit here and deal with this $150 million of cap that they don't get to use. So anyway, that's where I'm at today. Guys, this one was a lot of fun. I appreciate you joining me. Thank you again to all of my subscribers. Thank you again to my dog for barking during this video. Again, I'll keep you posted. Alex, I'll try to make a comment on this video so that you are aware and know what's going on for our Browns sim. Again, potentially tonight, late night, after all of the varying festivities have ended. So, again, appreciate you from Kit and I. We really wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Thanks so much to all of our subscribers. You guys are the very best. Take care of yourselves. Have a great holiday for those who celebrate. And as always, go Browns!